All right, so 7.3 number 2a, let's do this. Now, if you're asked to solve by graphing, this is a very simple graph that we can generate. You don't need graphing technology for this. So if you're asked to do this without a graphing calculator, you would need to know how to graph both the y equals x minus 4 and y equals 10. Not that too terribly difficult. So let's make a, it's frozen, sorry. Let's make a coordinate plane, or as we read in our homework from yesterday, this is called a Cartesian plane as well, right? All right. So, you know what? Solve by graphing means we let the left side equal y, and we let the right side equal y. And we graph both of these graphs simultaneously at the same time on the coordinate plane. So this is x, this is y. So y equals 10. I'm going to set 10 to be here. And you know what? I'm just going to make a line. You're going to be a lot neater than me on this tablet thing here, but I'm going to make a straight line going through y equals 10. Okay? So horizontal line, y equals 10. That one's easy. X minus 4. You could do this two ways. You could do this as, treat it as y equals positive x minus 4, just a regular old line, and then make sure that you don't draw anything below the x-axis, right? Make sure that the negatives, you don't draw anything that's in the negative territory down here, okay? Can't draw anything there. So let's do that. Let's try that. What's the x, or the y-intercept is negative 4. Ooh, negative 4. Okay, so right away we have a bit of a problem. I can't draw anything down here, right? So I'm going to flip that up to positive 4. So positive, this would be 5, this would be 4. So I'm going to just, again, you're going to rough sketch if you have graph paper, perfect. Yeah, it's going to be way better if you have graph paper than what I'm going to draw. But we can easily also find another few other points, right? So let's go back to this one. I'm going to make a quick table of values, and don't be afraid of a table of values. They're pretty great. If x was 0, okay, we'd have 0 minus 4. Absolute value is positive 4. That's the one we just plotted right there. What about if you had like 2? Okay, well, 2 minus 4 is negative 2. Absolute value of negative 2 is positive 2. So we'll go 1, 2, up to 1, 2, positive 2. Okay, what about 4? Well, 4 minus 4 is 0. Absolute value of 0 is 0. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's my x-intercept. Awesome. Now, if you had a ruler or some kind of straight edge, what you would do is you would draw a nice straight line through these 3 points that you've just generated.
So those points
Okay.
0 and 0, 2.
Yeah, they're right here. So 0, 4,
Yeah.
2, 2, and 4, 0. You've got those 3. Now, you would have to generate a couple more points beyond this x-intercept to get the second part of it. So let's go with 6. So 6 minus 4 is positive 2. Absolute value of positive 2 is 2. So I've got 5, 6, and I'm back up to 2. Now, this is all you need. You got a straight edge. You go ahead and complete this line, okay, and you would sketch this out. Now, granted, me drawing this freehand with this little tablet situation, pretty poor, okay, pretty poor. Because, why is it a problem? Because what you're going to have to do is try to accurately determine what this intersection point is. So if you have graph paper, if you're using a straight edge, you should be able to figure out what this coordinate is. And more importantly, what this value is right here. So for those of you that are drawing this much more carefully than I am, is anyone able to determine what this point is right here, this intersection point? What's the? This one is what? 14 and 10. Okay, so by graphing, you should be able to kind of see, hey, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 right here. Okay, that's 14. Awesome. So guess what? X equals 14 is one of my solutions. That's the x value right here, that would make this equation true, or make this graph equal this graph. Both graphs are equal, or they intersect. Please don't worry about the 10. Why? Well, because the 10 is just telling you really what this other line is, right? I mean, it's 10 on both sides. So this is something comma 10 over here. What's this coordinate? Negative 6. I like it. Okay. Negative 6 here. So x equals negative 6 would be our second solution by graphing. Okay. So again, the strength of solving by graphing, if you're doing it by hand, is using straight lines, plotting some points, and then accurately determining your intersection coordinate or coordinates. Okay? So that's by graphing. That's all you need to do. I will show you, you know what? I'm going to show you with the graphing calculator here. We haven't really done this in class quite yet, but let's just see if we can get this going. Computer's kind of slow here today. All right. So how would we do this using graphing technology? 2. Why do I have 2? I hit it twice. Okay, fine. Okay. So I would, first of all, get rid of all these other equations, and I would type in y equals absolute value of x minus 4. Okay. So y equals absolute value for graphing calculators, I believe, are in this math section, and I believe it's over right there. Number screen, ABS right there. That means absolute value on your graphing calculator. So again, that is math, and cursor 1 over to this grouping here. It's number 1. Okay. So we'll hit enter. Absolute value of, and then you just go x minus 4, close bracket. And then down here, we're going to go 10. Awesome. Hit graph. And I can see my Windows wacko. Let's go zoom 6, the standard window, and see what happens there. Okay. I cannot clearly see both intersection points, so I am going to have to adjust my window. So you hit window. I need more x, and I need more y, don't I? So I'm going to go here, x max. Well, I'm going to go even more than that, just so I can clearly see the x max. Let's go to, well, 15. You can even go 18, sure, 18. And then up here, if we go to 11, that's just one more. I want to go a little bit more than that. So y max, let's go to 15. I can change the minimum too, but you know what? Here I see 2 intersection points clearly on the screen. That's all I need. Yeah, if you want to lower your minimum here and cut off your minimum down here, go ahead. Actually, you wouldn't be able to change this one much. You got to keep this in there. Okay, so again, I'll move a little bit quicker. Second function, calculate to what? 5. Intersect. Left, okay, intersect. Actually, intersect, okay. First curve, it says first curve. Well, this is a function that bounces back up and hits twice. So let's see what happens. I'm going to say yes, that's the first curve. I'm also going to say yes, this is the second curve. If there's 2 possible intersections with the same curves, to identify the one that you want, move the cursor closer to that one, and the calculator will then focus on this area. So negative 6, 10 is the coordinate. Very good for those of you that sketched that out and got that. Our one x possible value is negative 6. Do it again real quick. Second function, calculate. 5. First curve, yes. Second curve, yes. The guess. So now move your cursor way over to the other side. Nope, doesn't matter which one's first or second. Here's your intersection, 1410. That is definitely what we did here. So boom, done. Okay? That's graphing.
There will be a senior girl